So today is Saturday 28th of August. August is over and the sun is out. That's amazing. So I'm going to meet with cyclists, the ones who are doing the critical mass Nairobi, and I'm supporting them on road safety, and I ride for helmets. And one thing I want to know is, why do they wear helmets? Because I've had this debate on Twitter with a guy who is so convinced that cyclists do not need to wear helmets, and us advocating for cyclists to wear helmets, we are just putting a barrier to many more people to ride bicycles, and we are also complicating things. So anyway, as a motorcycle rider, I must wear my helmet. Most of the deaths that happen after motorcycle accidents or during motorcycle accidents, it's because people don't wear helmets and you get head injuries. The head is not repairable. The rest of your body can be healed, you can get treated. So always wear a helmet and make sure you latch it. You latch your strap here. Otherwise, even if it's a good helmet and you don't strap well, it is useless because it's gonna get off if you have an accident. So let's go to Uhuru Park and get to hear whether cyclists need to wear helmets.
I'm now entering Uhuru Park and I can see some cyclists have already arrived. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning and I'm hoping to interview a few before we start off. Good morning.
So my name is Wamoyo Karaoke, a helmet safety advocate, and I create awareness on safety, on helmet safety, wearing the helmet. My plan is to increase the use of helmets among cyclists and motorcyclists. So I had a debate on Twitter where someone thinks that asking cyclists to wear helmets is putting a barrier to people who would like to ride bicycles, And by this, they mean that it's going to be more expensive, and therefore we should not advocate for cyclists to wear helmet. Your view is, I can see you're wearing a very nice helmet and you're a cyclist.
Madam, thank you for having me. My view is that every other sport always have gears for one's personal protection. Wearing a helmet for cyclists who ride most times on these precarious roads, I think should be a fundamental matter. It is a matter of life and death. You know, the head is not as strong as it appears.
Yes.
Yeah, so anything can happen. That's why we call them accidents. So helmet is a means of protection for a cyclist. Just like every other game do have their gears to protect themselves. So it is very advisable, irrespective of price, whether it is high or low. It is always very advisable that bikers or cyclists, they wear helmets.
And what challenges do you experience on the road when you're cycling? Because I would like also the other road users, people who drive cars, even us who ride motorcycles, pedestrians. There are so many road users out there. Watu wa mkokoteni. What challenges do you face on the road, and what message would you send to the rest of the public to make sure that they also think about you when they're using the roads?
Okay. One of the major challenges I have is the people or the motorists who use the roads on the left side where the people, where cyclists are, and they don't indicate. Now when you are at a certain speed on your bicycle, you see when you put the brakes, it may prompt you to fall.
Yeah.
And maybe you may overturn with the bicycle, and now that one will be critical. That measure is the most important one. They should now rectify.
Overtaking.
At least they show before reaching you. They indicate fast. So by the time they reach you, you're already known. Because as a cyclist, you should always have a peripheral vision.
Yeah.
You can be able to see here and here without turning the head.
Okay.
You see? Now that is the major hassle.
Okay. Thank you so much, Wekesa, and I wish you a good ride today. Enjoy it. The weather is good.
Yeah.
Yes. Enjoy the ride.
I didn't have a liter of water at all.
It's okay. Whatever you got, this will do.
Really?
Perfect. Yeah. So I'm going to interview. My camera is rolling. I'm just going to ask you a question. We can go back where the light is really nice. And you left your English in school? At home. It's sleeping. That's nice. So, Ivy. Hi. Today you're in Nairobi. You've come all the way from Nakuru to do critical mass, and you belong to a different club. So tell us a bit about critical mass and how different clubs participate. Yeah.
Hi, thank you for having me. This is my first time to actually come for critical mass. From what I understand, different groups and even and individuals, beginners, amateurs, elites come together once every month for a cause, for cycling lanes most of the time, and also to advocate for road safety. I'm from Cyclists Nakuru, and I came yesterday to be able to participate and also understand what happened, so we can be able to host such an event in Nakuru as well.
Aya. What is your good name? Nelson Mandela. Oh, that's a nice one. So my question to you is, do you think that helmets will be a barrier because of cost to people joining this sport?
To me, I don't think there's any cost considering your life. To me, I've seen so many crashes, so many people. Like a while I saw, I knocked down a lady, but I didn't crash. He was the one who got injured. So that's an advantage to me, but also to the ladies.
Yeah.
Can I say? But people must be aware of the road also, because that lady was wearing an earphone while crossing the road.
So they could not hear anything, even if you blew your whistle.
She couldn't hear.
So your message to the public is that when you're
There's no cost compared to your life.
good,
A helmet is a must.
a helmet is a must. Thank you so much, Nelson. So my name is Wamoyo. What's your good name? Yeah? Prince. And Chris. I was just talking to your dad about helmet safety. I do awareness on helmet safety and the importance of wearing a helmet when you're a cyclist or a motorcyclist, or pikipiki. So I would like to hear from you. What's your thoughts on a helmet? Why do you wear it? Huh? For protection. Uh-huh. To not get hurt. Would you cycle without a helmet? Never. What's your message to other people? Because there are people who say if you insist that cyclists must wear helmets, you're making it very expensive for people who want to join cyclists, to become cyclists, so they cannot afford it, and so you're putting a barrier. What message would you send to a person who has that thought or thinks that it's going to make it expensive?
It's rather you buy it because it's for your own safety.
Thank you so much.
My name is Ali.
Your name is?
Ali.
Give a message to other road users on my camera. Send a message to other road users on how best they can take care of a cyclist on the road. Some of the people really don't know how to protect a cyclist on the road when they're driving, walking, using a motorcycle.
I encourage them to keep distance, 1.5 meters. Right? I'd encourage other road users to be mindful of cyclists, at least to keep 1.5 meters when you're driving, when you're riding your bike. Just be observant and treat every other road user as you would your family.
Exactly.
Safety starts with.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Niko na spoken word.
jina.
Jina ni Simon Kidao, a cyclist, supporting my fellow cyclists. And this is Critical Mass Nairobi, August edition, and we are happy to be here.
Oh yes. My co-rider escort. And we have the young ones, plenty of young ones. Hey, say something. You can tell people why they need to cycle, why you're doing so many kilometers on a bicycle. We'll allow you that now. The turnout is amazing. Look at how many people turned out. And then of course we have the authority with us. Wanaingia ndani. Here is the epic arrival. Awesome. Oh, so good. The sound of victory. They did it! That's the sound of victory! They did it, including the little ones. Yeah. Welcome! Here we go! Awesome. Cheering. Sorry. What's up here? So I'm back home and that was an amazing ride. I have really enjoyed and I'm grateful that I got this opportunity to be able to marshal for the cyclists. I have learned a few things from this ride, and one is that cyclists come out in numbers. They do come out in numbers. I don't think I've seen a motorcycle event that has that numbers in a long time. There have been a couple, but the turnout is not always like that. This was amazing. The second thing that I have learned is how orderly the cyclists are. There were children and adults and teenagers all together, some with their parents and some just joined in, but everybody takes care of the other cyclist. That was one big lesson of how they look out for each other on the road. They make sure that nobody is left behind, and they help those who are getting tired and slowing down, and everybody moves together. It's good. One other thing that I observed on this ride is
both the cyclists who are marshals and us who are riding motorcycles who are marshals, it's very difficult to get the general public or other road users to respect your instructions. So we would stop traffic for the cyclist to pass, but the drivers, matatus, personal cars, majority will not respect our request until the police comes. When the police comes, everybody obeys the instructions. And one thing I want us to ask ourselves is, do we maintain road safety on the road for the cops or for ourselves and other people who are using the roads? It came out strongly that we will do the right thing because the cop is there, but we will not do it when the cop is not there. So guys, next time you see cyclists on the road, please, number one, maintain a 1.5 meter distance when you're overtaking them, and also behind them, please do not push them, do not bully them. If you're walking, always look out for the best and the safest time to cross the road. I witnessed a number of people who are running in between the cyclists. It's a huge risk because we had near misses out of the pedestrians who are just running across the cyclist as they're moving. And the last thing that I observed, and I would really need your input, is that marshalling as a cyclist, given the fact that you won't get the respect from other road users when you issue requests or you give instructions for them to stop and give way, I think it would be nice for them to have something they can wear as a marshal that will warn other road users, especially when they're approaching the cyclist from behind. They will know that this is a group of cyclists, this is a marshal behind, you know, one lane is closed because there is a big group of cyclists ahead, give way, something that would warn the traffic approaching the cyclist. And I am going to look into this and come up with something that has high visibility, has reflective, something that will save them on the road and make marshalling easier. So if you would like to join me in this project, please let me know in the comment section down below. Otherwise, I hope you have enjoyed the experience today. We were talking about helmets, that debate of whether cyclists should wear helmets or not, whether there is a law or not. That's what we were talking about, and I hope you have just enjoyed the feedback from the cyclists themselves and the ride itself. If you've come this far and you've never subscribed to my channel, please do so, and we'll see you in the next video. Always remember to take care of a cyclist on the road and a motorcyclist too.